Hey guys, Kevin here, and I'm going to do a review of the Goodmans multi-position car phone mount. Now, finding a good car phone mount is a lot harder than you would think. There's a lot of problems with them, and to give you some examples, this is one. I actually got this from AliExpress. Still sticks, as you can see. You lock it down, it works. Now, problem with this one is you put your phone on and it just kind of slides around. So, in fact, I'll get my phone and show you. So you imagine your phone's on, it does this. Doesn't face forward. It just doesn't tighten up. Now, when you use this option, it doesn't stick into the grill. So you put it in the grill and it just doesn't stick, and your phone will fall off, and you have to pay the price of losing an expensive phone because you bought one of these on the cheap. Then you've got something like this, and this one doesn't move around, it stays, it's quite good, but you've got this kind of locking mechanism here. Now the idea is you do that, it holds into the grill, but you should be able to see there that it doesn't hold it in, there's a space there, so this falls out as well. It's unfortunately a big problem with all of these things. So I picked this one up from Goodmans, £7.99. It's got a few different options. It's got the grill, you can put it on your windscreen, or you can put it on your dashboard. £7.99 from B&M Bargains in the UK, and anyone who lives in the UK will know what that is. It's a very cheap big store. It sells food and all these other things. On the back it says that it's ideal for most smartphones, fits 55 to 86 millimeters, multi-positional, 360 rotation ball, and you can see different things here. So let's give it a try. So we've got installation steps. So there's quite a lot of things here. We've got 3 different ball heads here. Get them out. If I can. There we go. You've got the phone holder. You've got the dashboard holder, and I believe I can get it out. Okay, so I believe it works like this. So it works like that on the dash. So I'll just check. Worth checking to see if this works on my phone. Oh, there's a button here. So there's a button there. Pops it out. Lots of room. That would fit, I mean, probably even like the Note 8s, things like that. Remember, this has got a case on as well. So, seems quite tight. So the idea is I'll need to put this together. There's 3 different ball heads, and I'm not sure why, because there's only one size here. There perhaps is a reason for this, or perhaps it's, you know, dependent on which one you put here. So what I'm going to do is get in my car, figure this out, put it on, and I'm going to see how it works. Now, I believe this one here, this one's for the grill. As you can see, this, so this would go into the grill. I'm not sure what that one is, but we'll figure it out. And now I've got this one. So I'll jump down and we'll see how we go on. So I've spent some time in my car, all the different positions, seeing what works, see what doesn't. And what we'll do now is show you how it all works. So the easiest one is the grill. Now, it's quite simple, this one. This hole here is actually quite tight. You do need to kind of force it in. As you can see, it doesn't look like it's going to fit, but you do have to push it in. Now with this one, push it in. If you think you're going to be turning it around, you can do that, or you can put it on beforehand. But I've found that pushing it in when that's on is near impossible. So it can't be done. So it's not really designed for that when it's with the grill. This won't allow you to put it on. So you push this in, and all you do is just push it into your grill. Now I found with this one, it did stay quite still, quite stiff. You know, the problem with this one, for example, this one was all, you know, flying around the place. It was all moving around. This one actually seemed like it stayed in the position you set it to. So the grill one is, out of the 3 different methods that you get in this Goodmans car mount, this one is probably the one that works the best. So you do need to use a bit of force to get that out. Now the next 2 rely on the dashboard mount. Now this can be used on the windscreen as well. And the idea of this, you use this one, and you can see you can set it that way, or you can set it that way. This way makes more sense so that you can release that. Now, this one is actually not too bad. Again, just pop it in, and get the phone in. So, this one, in theory, should be great. The main problem with this is this. I've tried washing it, you know, I even, you know, kind of washed it, and then I was like using saliva to try and get it going when it was in the car, but it just doesn't. This one seemed to be much stickier. This one, it just doesn't stay. It doesn't stick that long. So if it doesn't stick, it doesn't work, you know, because you're sitting there like that. When you pull your phone, it just raises up and it just falls off. So if you can get this sticking and get the stickiness going, then this is a good option. You can set it in your dashboard and you can use that one. But the stickiness there lets it down. So I would say the grill's the best. I would say that is probably the next best. This, sorry, I'll take this off. Now this is the third option, and this, in theory, looked like the best option. Now you can see here how it's designed. It's supposed to sit like that and it goes down the way. The problem with this is that it can't go past there. So you can do it like that, but because I've got a slanted dashboard, it doesn't work that way. So I need to keep it at this really wide angle. Now that creates a lot of problems, because what happens is when you've got your phone on it, puts all the weight like that, and because this isn't sticky, when the weight is here, you move it just a slight touch and it all just falls apart. Now the other thing is, this is what you use for the ball head, this little thing here, and you can put it into any of these 3 slots. The idea being you're going down and then you slot it in like that. Now in theory, that should be great. In practice, it just doesn't work, because what happens is when you've got it on like this, spin it round. Now this, look at that. It holds, but it's very weak. Now you can of course put this in. This one works with that. You can tighten it up. I found that when you had this on, it just wouldn't hold. The weight of it would just pull it down, and that makes it unusable. And because this doesn't bend the other way, you can't try and balance it off better like that. It just doesn't work. And it's the same problem when you go with the stickiness. It just doesn't stick. So even if you get this in a good position, even if it's not, you know, like weighing down too much, because the weight's going that way, it just unsticks and it stops working. The same issue happens when you put it in the windscreen. I don't understand. This can't be used in the windscreen like this, because what happens is you put it in like that, it doesn't bend. If it could bend the other way, then you could use it like that, but it doesn't work. So if you're using the windscreen one, you could use this one. You can't use that one. So overall, what is this like? Well, the grill one is okay. It's not excellent. It's not excellent. It's certainly not worth the £7.99 it's charges, because there's a lot of cheaper ones that do work. The option with this one here, with that one where it's just sitting your phone like that, and the one where you've got it like that, number 2 and 3, those don't really work that well, because because of the sticker thing. This one doesn't work because this just always falls out. It doesn't actually stay fixed. So overall rating out of 10, I would give it like a 2 or a 3. It's very disappointing. And also, when you've got this one is really, really hard to pull off. Really, really hard. It's such a pain. I'll end up smashing the camera here trying to do it. There you go. That one's the most annoying. There's nothing to really pull it against. So the grill works, but here's the thing. Although this works, it's not the strongest here, and I don't see this lasting more than a couple of weeks or a month. This is going to fail over time. It just isn't strong, and if you're pushing it in and out, then you're going to have problems, and you are going to have to push it in and out, because when you've got your phone on it and you take your phone out, you'll sometimes pull it, and over time this isn't going to last. So add this to the list of car phone mounts that I've bought that are absolutely terrible. Just isn't worth it. It's a shame, because this part of it works really well. That's good, but the whole package is terrible, if I'm honest. Really, I wouldn't advise buying it. It's cheap crap. In fact, I'm not going to say it's cheap crap, because on Amazon there are lots of options that are cheaper than this, like £2, £3, £5, that kind of thing. And you know, I'm sure this is just a rebrand of one that's in China, no doubt about it. But you know, I'll probably just return this next time I'm down at the shops, because it isn't worth it. It's a piece of crap. So guys, thanks for that. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please do leave a comment if you get any questions about this. And I'm sure some of you might have got this working well, but in my opinion, having tested several, or maybe more than that, over a dozen of these over the years, I feel that this is pretty poor. Doesn't work that well. The only one that works is the grill, and it simply isn't worth it for that. Thanks for watching, guys, and until next time, take care.